Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, and I'm here with another morning messages from the Fae reading that I just did. I really am loving these card combinations. I've been using them for a little while now. So this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which is pretty much one of my most favorite decks. I use it for really specific reasons, but I also use it every single day as part of my practice. And then I'm using the little mini Forest Fae deck, and this is the Celtic Spirit Oracle. And I just love the way they just kind of blend together to make these beautiful readings. I started doing this maybe like a few months ago, and I'm just really enjoying them usually Saturday or Sunday morning. And I just really like sharing them with you as well. This morning's reading was really interesting because if we look at the 3-card spread as a past, present, future, or just in a, then, now, and later sort of understanding when we're using a 3-card spread, I just found that this was so beautiful and such an amazing reading for something for the past, present, and future. Because as we know, the 6 of Cups is known as that sort of card of nostalgia. In this card, it's really that card of memory. You can kind of see, on her face, like that she's thinking about something that has happened in the past, that she's contemplating something, that has already happened. And she's like, the water imagery is like sort of that cleansing feeling, that sometimes if we stay too long in the past, it can hinder us, and it can be, something that becomes a block for us in moving forward. Even happy memories can, change in our minds and, become something that we think about, and it hinders us in the present. Maybe thinking about a happy memory, oh, this is the way it used to be, as opposed to how it is now, and that can really, stunt our growth. And, if we're living in the past, it may not be a good thing. But we can also learn from the past. So this card to me, really represents that sort of like thinking about the past, kind of thinking about things that happen, and maybe the waters are like a cleansing, sort of letting go of that, and then we're able to move forward. So I just thought that was beautiful for that position in the reading. And then we come to the 7 of Pentacles, which is the second week in a row this beautiful card has showed up in this position in the reading. And again, if this isn't a picture of the now and the present, and just being present in the moment, I really don't know what is. But the 7 of Pentacles, here is definitely that sacred pause, her face upturned to the sun. It kind of almost gives that hint of it's almost spring, the warmer weather is coming. She's sort of dressed still like for cold weather, and it kind of looks like maybe like stark. The stones sort of represent that sort of that barrenness of winter, where we turn inward and we're sort of, kind of hibernating in that period. And then we step out for the first real sunny, warm day, and we turn our faces to the sun. And it's just that pause, sort of appreciating what we have. Here we thought about the past, and we thought about our memories and things that have happened. And here, we're sort of thankful for those, thankful the experiences we've had, acknowledging them, and now we're pausing and maybe just taking a moment to breathe before we take our next steps, before we make any decisions. This is that pause, turn your face to the sun, breathe, and just relax your mind, relax your body, just be in the present moment. And I just love that. This is, like I said, it's the epitome of presence and being present. And then, amazingly, we have the Fool. So, the Fool just represents so many things. It doesn't necessarily have to represent future or, the future, but it definitely represents a new beginning. And, sort of that openness to being, to new experiences and being open to the next part of our journey. And sometimes it's about listening to your heart, which I love how the guidebook for the Tarot of the Hidden Realm for this card talks about how your heart has wisdom that your mind doesn't, which I think is a beautiful sentiment. So much of the time we are in our own heads. I know I'm like that, so I know that I'm sure there's many of you out there who's always like sort of in your own headspace all the time, and sometimes it's nice to get out of there. So here we've sort of quieted our mind and stopped and paused, and here now we're listening to our heart. You know, he's joyful. He's looking at this butterfly. He's like, I think I should just follow this butterfly. Like, this butterfly is going to fly off, and I think I should follow the butterfly. I have no idea where it's going. You know, not really sure, you know, what is going to happen along the journey. But this is that card of new beginnings and just being open to all the possibilities and the potential, and just, again, being present and listening to your heart, and, you know, being willing to move forward on your journey. So I think this is beautiful for this position. I just think it's so spot on, and that's always how this is with this deck for me. I mean, it's just a beautiful deck. And here we have, I said, the Forest Fae. So this is Mandrake Spirit. Keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. So again, such a beautiful message of, you know, that renewal, and, you know, just knowing that there's always that potential for change and opportunity for new growth. This spring is coming obviously doesn't always need to mean the actual season of spring. Right now we're in summer here. You know, for friends in the southern hemisphere, this might be a great message about how, you know, spring is definitely coming, but, you know, in general, just that sense of renewal. And I like rooted in the earth, that grounding energy. Stay grounded, listen to your heart, listen to your mind, you know, but don't get too far into your mind that you lose yourself, and you lose that sense of stability, and that sense of reality and what is really happening, and not just happening in your mind. So I love that message. And then we have another Forest Fae friend, she of the mossy bray. Not all things are as they seem. Trust in your intuition. So again, you know, being in your head, in too much in your head, and kind of sort of creating a reality that might not be there. You know, you may be overthinking, and things may not be as they seem, but you may be making them that way in your head. And again, like I said, I do this a lot. I am guilty of this, you know, on a daily basis. And your intuition is something that is so important. It's like your vital, you know, energy. It's like that power that you have inside of you. And I know sometimes, you know, my intuition and my intuitive skills, which I've had to hone over the years, and the tarot has helped me so much in doing that, you know, it's what may help me overcome that quieting, you know, that chaos in my mind, and having to quiet it, and just sometimes take a breath and say, okay, this is not, you know, it's more, I'm making it more than it needs to be. So this, you know, is really about sometimes trusting your gut, trusting your heart, and getting out of your head. I like that. For me, what I'm feeling right now is sort of that energy of getting out of your own head. Like, you might be getting in your own way. This pause, you know, this reflection and cleansing of, like, get out of the past, like pausing, new beginnings. To me, that's the feeling I'm definitely getting. And, like, I don't know why, but I just keep thinking, like, just get out of your own head. Like, get out of your own way, because you may be the one that's hindering your growth. I know that's the case for me a lot of times. And then we have the Hair from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. So this is a beautiful, I mean, I love the moon gazing hare. It's such a strong, you know, symbol, especially a Celtic symbol. And obviously we always think of fertility when we think of hares, especially in this moon gazing aspect. They reproduce very quickly, so they're that symbol of fertility. But they're also the symbol of, you know, we know that rabbits, hares are like prey for like pretty much everything. They're easy prey, but they're also really good at getting away and hiding and evading their predators. So the guidebook for the Oracle talks about changing direction. You know, you dart this way, but sometimes you need to dart this way. Sometimes you need to stop, reflect, and think, I think I need to change directions. So this is also, you know, sort of that card of thinking about the direction you're going in and stopping, and maybe you need to change course. and go the other way. Maybe you're not going fast enough. Maybe you need to slow down. This is, has so many different implications, that could reflect what's going on in your life. There's a lot of messages here. It really makes you think about, where am I going? Is there something I need to be doing? Is there something I like, where I need to be putting my energy, so that I can reap the abundance, that fertility, that growth. Maybe I need to change directions. Rabbits, they dart away so fast. If you ever see, a hare, right now where I live, the rabbits are everywhere. The bunnies are just hopping everywhere. They're just, it's the time of them being just everywhere. And I live in a suburban/urban area, so to see all these bunnies hopping around is just so funny and so amazing. But they're like very like special to me, like creatures, because like I said, they're such easy prey, but then they're also so good at evading their predators, and just their ability to reproduce, and that fertility. I think this is a powerful card and has a lot of different messages that you can take away from it. So again, I just feel like this reading for me, I'm just getting that energy of, making sure that you're not getting stuck inside your own mind and letting your mind, sort of run away with you and control what's happening. That you stay grounded and rooted, and you feel that grounding energy, and you know that you're in control, and that there are things that may be out of your control, but you can control how the way you think about it and how you reflect on it and how you focus on it. And if you're going to harp on it in your own mind, that, letting go of the past sometimes is one of the most important things we can do. That resonates really loudly for me, because there's so much in my past that I feel like can affect my current, present, and future. So this is something that we don't forget them. We hold on to them. We take the lessons. We feel the pain. We feel the grief. We feel the guilt and shame, and we let it in and feel it, and then cleanse it in these waters. Like, let that wash over you, those cleansing, calming waters, and then we're ready to move forward. We're ready to decide where we're going on our next journey. Take the pause, look at the sun, stop and smell the roses, whatever you want to think for this card, but that's that sacred pause. Trust your intuition, and just decide if you need to change directions, because it's okay. You can dart one way and then dart the other. It's okay to decide that you need to change directions, whatever's best for you. So these have been the messages from the Fae this morning, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Bye.